What a great start to 2017 for boxing. Badou Jack versus James DeGale. I mean, this was a fight in the making for quite a few months. I was out in D.C. last year for the Lucian Bute Badou Jack fight, which ended in a draw. And on the same card was James DeGale versus Rogelio Porky Medina. And DeGale pulled out a win on that one. But tonight, this fight was amazing. DeGale dropped Badou Jack in the first round. Badou Jack rallies, drops James DeGale in the 12th round. Other than that, the fight to me, it appeared to be pretty even. Badou Jack was his normal self, but better. He was very, very poised. You can tell that he's matured a lot as a professional. James DeGale still is very unorthodox. He switches from southpaw to orthodox. He keeps his hands down. A lot of wild foot movement, wild head movement. He takes awkward angles. Very crafty and entertaining fighter. And it appeared that with his hand speed and his foot speed, he was going to be a little bit much for Badou Jack in the earlier rounds of the fight. But as the fight progressed, you began to see that Badou Jack, with his really tight defense, his patience, and being poised, being able to counterpunch, take shots on the elbows and the gloves, and then, catch and shoot. You began to see that Badou Jack had prepared himself well for James DeGale's style. James DeGale throws a lot of awkward punches and a lot of punches that are just come from wild angles with a lot of velocity on them. And for Badou Jack, apparently, from the looks of it, his training camp fully prepared him to be able to defend well against a guy like that. There weren't many times where you caught Badou Jack with his hands down. Very, very tight defense. Was able to absorb the bulk of James DeGale's shots on his gloves and elbows and counterpunch very well as the fight progressed. In the later rounds, I had Badou Jack up simply because of his ring discipline, his focus, his patience. James DeGale seemed to be a little wilder to me and just looking to entertain more so than to box well, is what it appeared to me. There was a couple of times where James DeGale's mouth guard came out, and one of those times it appeared that he spit it out, which normally happens when a fighter is fatigued and he wants the referee to give him a break to put that mouth guard back in. But both of these fighters, they fought exceptionally well. I think it was a really good fight. It was better than I expected it to be, really, especially because Badou Jack is usually a slow starter and a slow-paced fighter. But he was able to pull out a really good-looking fight tonight. His training camp did well for him. Fight came down to a draw, which is the second straight draw for Badou Jack, and I think he has 3 draws, if I'm correct, in his professional career. Floyd Mayweather, of course, was unhappy with that. When we were out in D.C. last year, Badou, Leonard Ellerbe, Floyd, the whole camp was not happy with the draw with Lucian Bute. I personally think that that fight could have gone either way, yeah, and it came to a draw, but I think Badou Jack beat Lucian Bute. And tonight, I think Badou Jack had probably done enough to beat James DeGale. However, these guys are both champions. You got to dethrone the champion. I don't think either of these guys did enough to really dethrone another guy. Badou Jack had plans to move up to light heavyweight. Let's see. I don't know. We don't know. Eddie Hearn, Mayweather, Leonard Ellerbe, all these guys got to get together and see if they can make a rematch at this weight. James DeGale doesn't want to move